What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Here is my review for the new horror film, Spell. Now, this is the film that stars Omari Hardwick as well as Loretta Devine. And it is, of course, a voodoo-based film. You got Marcus, portrayed by Omari Hardwick, who's, of course, best known for Starz' hit series Power, who is this attorney who lives with his wife and 3 children. And so, he ends up finding out that his father, he never really knew much about, tragically passed away. So he decided, instead of going on traveling by car, he decided to take him and his family, by plane, because boy, the joys of being rich, huh? Anyway, and so, of course, they end up head to their destination, and then they end up, heading back home. Well, during their flight back home, they end up getting into pretty much like a plane crash. And so, during the after the plane crash, Marcus ends up getting tied up and by this elderly woman played by Loretta Devine. And she's, I guess you say she is a bit like Annie Wilkes from Misery. She has a bit of that vibe to her. And so he ends up, finding out some crazy stuff about her, and this thing takes a dark turn. I mean, it's pretty, it gets pretty messed up, but anywho. I decided to check this film out because I quite like Omari Hardwick. I like Loretta Devine. So, and the trailer looked okay. Sad to say, Spell, wasn't so good. It wasn't like, they were trying to make it as a horror film. There wasn't really much scary moments in this. There was insane moments, but not anything too scary. The script was a little off-putting. Now, the acting by Loretta Devine and Omari Hardwick, they were pretty solid. I mean, I never really seen Loretta Devine in a role like this, so it was pretty cool to see Devine do something very different for a change. I mean, whenever you think of Loretta Devine, she's appeared stuff like, she's done horror before. I mean, she was in the Urban Legend movies, but when you think of her, you mostly think of films like Boston Legal. She was in Crash. She's also on that Netflix series Family Reunion. She's been in some interesting stuff, so it was pretty cool to see her in a role like this. And the one who plays her husband was okay too. I mean, the one who plays her husband sort of reminded me of Tyler Perry's Joe character from the Medea movies. Anyway, yeah, this thing, I mean, of course she ends up having voodoo magic on him. She even creates a voodoo doll of him and pretty much torturing the poor guy. I mean, this really feels like it could have been a Jordan Peele movie. Like, it had a bit of a Jordan Peele feel to it. Now, it's not directed by Jordan Peele. It's directed by this guy named Mark. I'm trying to remember his name. Mark something. He directed that Jennifer Lawrence movie, The House at the End of the Streets. Mark Tandaria. So, yeah, the direction wasn't so good either. I can now see why they decided to say, okay, we're not releasing this there, we're just releasing straight to VOD. I can see why, because this movie probably wouldn't been all that fun to watch in theirs. Yeah, probably wouldn't even make money into theirs. Like, this literally had flop written over it. But, yeah, the movie just really felt flat. It didn't really, the script, felt a little flat. I actually wanted to like this too because, I like the cast. I thought the trailer looked decent. I always do love me a good voodoo horror film, whether you talk about, Child's Play or anything like that. So I was a little intrigued to check this one out. Sad to say, it really did sit right with me. So, yeah. Anyway, let me leave with you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Spell? If so, what you thought of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here's Team Movie signing off.